Instagram has finally and officially announced that the chronological feed is going to return for a half day, because there's some conflicting information about that. So let's take a look at what's about to come, looking at some leaks and some other secrets I've come across. And then I'll tell you why you probably are going to hate it once this thing is going to come out, and why your reach problem is not going to get solved. Actually, quite the opposite. I almost guarantee that lots of you guys are going to see a reach drop when the chronological feed is going to return. So let's take a look. A few days ago, the official Instagram comms account, in case you don't know that, they said, we want people to have meaningful control over their experience. We've been experimenting with favorites, a way for you to decide whose posts you want to see higher up. We've talked about this here on this channel, and we're working on another option to see posts from people you follow in chronological order. And as soon as people read this, there was a lot of dances, I guess, and a lot of confusion. People thought, or actually still think, that the chronological feed, like it was before 2016 or something like this, is going to return for real, but that's not the case. Then they released another statement saying, well, we want to be clear that we're creating new options, providing people with more choices so they can decide what works best for them, not switching everybody back to a chronological feed. They also did somewhat of an interview with Engadget, confirming that's actually going to happen, because people have been going crazy about this for years. You know, the rumor's been around for years. I tried to make a video when this thing was first in the rumors that they're going to switch back again in my airplane, trying to make a video. Didn't work out. Don't watch it. But basically, let's take a look at what Alessandro Paluzzi, your old friend, mi amore, pizza, gelato, spaghetti, figured out. But also the Pope, that's also in Italy, and Mafia. So we've got the whole range of people in Italy. He was like, on October 30th, Instagram is working to allow you to choose what to see in the timeline by choosing between home, following, and favorites. And we're gonna talk about what exactly those things mean, because they were a little bit confusing. Home is obviously the thing that's always been there. It's the algorithmic feed with the new additions, such as the suggested posts. Plus, they're also gonna show you the favorites that you're gonna be able to choose. Basically, you can choose accounts that you want to see higher up in your feed, basically giving them an algorithm boost, right? This is how it's gonna look like. Choose the accounts you can't miss on and add people to your favorites. And if you put people in your favorites, obviously, they're gonna rank higher in your home thing. So, you know, nothing to do on your part. But here's where it gets interesting with the chronological feed. The second thing that you can choose is people that you follow. This will most likely be the whole chronological feed in some form. I'm sure they'll still doctor around a little bit. So we're gonna see. We don't know if the favorites are being featured there or, you know, ranked higher there as well. We don't know. But basically, this is gonna be your chronological feed. This is the thing that lots of you guys have been waiting for. And lastly, there's going to be a feed just for the people that you put in your favorites list. I can imagine that this is sort of has an algorithm there as well, because if people, you know, overuse this feature, if you have 200 people in your favorites, well, what's the point of having favorites? Now, why will a lot of you guys actually get less reach when this whole thing comes out? And what can you do about that? First of all, if you have an audience/content mismatch, or if your content flat out sucks, this update, in my opinion, will amplify your reach problems, because now there's people, you know, favoring other creators, ranking you down automatically, you know, if you're not worth it to be one of those favorites. So there's yet another factor that you can't actually downrank you if you have an audience mismatch, and if your content's just not there on par with the other top creators. We've talked about it a few months when the first leaks came out, but act right now, my friends. You know, rank up your game, rank up your content game. Don't be one of those copycat, one of those boring, Instagram creators that are still creating content like it's 22. Yeah. I couldn't think of another number. But yeah, make it actually seem like it's a no-brainer for people to, when this feature comes out, add you to their favorites. You know, this should be the goal anyway. The other thing, talking about the Instagram algorithm, it constantly collects data of you, collects the metrics of you. You know, whether you appear in the normal feed, in the algorithm feed, or in the chronological feed, even though it might appear, well, it's just chronological, there's no algorithm as it was before. No, it's not like that. They still collect data. So I think initially, when people using this feature, seeing the chronological feed, this will initially boost your reach by a little bit, because just more people see this, and you can kind of figure out when the most of your audience is actually online. But if people still scroll past you in this chronological feed, not actively consuming the content that you put out, not giving you quality engagement, not giving you quality social signals, I guess that will bring down your whole trust score, Instagram algorithm score. So I guess there's even more chance of you being swept under the carpet, under the algorithm carpet, because like before, your content's just not there, because your audience is not there, because you just don't know how to do Instagram, I guess. Yeah, which means you're gonna even have less reach, which means you will be just devastated, you know? So ramp up your game right now until this feature comes out. And the best way to counter that is actually watch this video somewhere right here, where you learn how to become friends with the algorithm to get favored even more and to set you on a path for domination. Get it?